10 daily habits that increase your risk of dementia. Did you know that approximately 7 million Americans who are 65 years of age or older have Alzheimer's disease? Dementia is a serious condition that impacts memory, thinking, and the ability to carry out everyday activities. While aging and genetics may play significant roles in the development of dementia, our daily habits also have a substantial impact on our risk. Many of us unknowingly engage in activities that may increase our chances of developing dementia later in life. Understanding how these everyday actions affect our brain health is crucial for making positive changes. In today's video, we will explain 10 daily habits that may increase the risk of dementia. Also, stick to the end of the video, where we will talk about 5 foods that may protect your brain from daily damage. 1. Lack of sleep. Sleep is essential for various bodily functions, particularly the brain. During deep sleep, the brain performs critical maintenance tasks, including clearing out toxins that accumulate during waking hours. One of these toxins is beta amyloid, a protein that, when accumulated, forms plaques commonly found in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease, a leading cause of dementia. Without adequate sleep, the brain struggles to remove beta amyloid, leading to its buildup. When sleep is consistently disrupted or insufficient, it also affects the brain's ability to form and maintain synaptic connections, which are crucial for memory and learning. This disruption may impair cognitive functions over time. Additionally, chronic sleep deprivation is linked to inflammation and increased stress hormone levels, both of which may damage brain cells and accelerate neurodegeneration. Moreover, poor sleep impacts the brain's glymphatic system, which is responsible for removing waste products. During sleep, this system is more active, effectively clearing out harmful substances. When sleep is inadequate, this clearance process is hindered, contributing to the accumulation of neurotoxic waste that may lead to cognitive decline. Sleep improves metabolism, regulates mood, and decreases mental fatigue. Experts suggest that at least 7 hours of sleep per day is required for proper cognitive and behavioral function. 2. Lack of physical exercise. Physical activity is crucial for maintaining overall health, particularly brain health. Regular exercise promotes blood flow to the brain, ensuring that it receives the oxygen and nutrients needed to function properly. When physical activity is insufficient, this blood flow decreases, leading to reduced oxygen and nutrient supply, which may impair brain function over time. Exercise also stimulates the production of growth factors that support the survival and growth of neurons. These growth factors are vital for neurogenesis, the process by which new neurons are formed in the brain. Without regular physical activity, the production of these growth factors diminishes, leading to a decrease in neurogenesis and, consequently, a decline in cognitive function. In addition, regular physical exercise helps regulate metabolic health by maintaining a healthy weight and controlling blood sugar levels. Lack of exercise may lead to obesity, diabetes, and hypertension, all of which are significant risk factors for dementia. These conditions may cause vascular damage, reducing the brain's blood supply and contributing to the development of vascular dementia. Exercise also plays a crucial role in reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Chronic inflammation and high levels of oxidative stress may damage brain cells and accelerate the aging process, increasing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as dementia. When physical activity is lacking, the body's ability to manage inflammation and oxidative stress is compromised, leading to greater brain cell damage and cognitive decline. A study with 245 preschool kids proved that better aerobic fitness improved attention in children. 3. Skipping breakfast. Breakfast is often referred to as the most important meal of the day because it provides the initial fuel for both the body and the brain after an overnight fast. When breakfast is skipped, the brain is deprived of the essential nutrients and glucose it needs to function optimally. Glucose is the brain's primary energy source, and without it, cognitive functions such as memory, attention, and learning may be impaired. When you regularly skip breakfast, it may lead to poor overall dietary habits, often resulting in a diet that lacks essential nutrients. This deficiency may negatively affect brain health. For example, Vitamins and minerals like B vitamins, vitamin D, and antioxidants play crucial roles in brain function and protection against cognitive decline. A consistent lack of these nutrients due to skipping breakfast may contribute to the deterioration of brain health over time. Skipping breakfast may also cause fluctuations in blood sugar levels, leading to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a condition where the body's cells do not respond properly to insulin, leading to elevated blood glucose levels. Chronic insulin resistance and high blood sugar levels are significant risk factors for diabetes, which is closely linked to an increased risk of dementia. Diabetes may damage blood vessels and reduce blood flow to the brain, leading to cognitive decline and dementia. A study with 29 school children found that attention and memory power decreased after consuming the glucose drink or skipping breakfast. However, when they ate cereal for breakfast, these declines were notably less. 4. Excessive stress. When the body experiences stress, it releases stress hormones like cortisol. While these hormones are crucial for managing short-term stress, chronic exposure to high levels of cortisol may have detrimental effects on the brain, particularly the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning. Over time, elevated cortisol levels may cause atrophy in the hippocampus, leading to memory impairment and cognitive decline. Chronic stress also triggers inflammation throughout the body, including the brain. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection, but when it becomes chronic, it may damage brain cells and disrupt neural connections. This prolonged inflammatory state may accelerate neurodegenerative processes and increase the risk of developing dementia. Additionally, excessive stress affects the brain's ability to form and maintain synaptic connections, which are vital for cognitive function. Stress hormones may interfere with the signaling pathways that neurons use to communicate, leading to impaired memory, attention, and other cognitive functions. Over time, this disruption may contribute to cognitive decline. A study involving approximately 300 patients in remission from major depression found that older age and a higher number of depressive episodes were associated with decreased activity in the left superior frontal gyrus. 5. Smoking. When you smoke, toxic chemicals from cigarettes, such as nicotine and carbon monoxide, enter the bloodstream and reach the brain. These substances cause oxidative stress, which leads to the production of free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells and tissues, including brain cells, through a process called oxidative damage. Over time, this damage may impair brain function and contribute to the development of dementia. Smoking also damages the cardiovascular system, which plays a crucial role in brain health. It causes the blood vessels to narrow and harden, leading to a condition known as atherosclerosis. This reduces blood flow to the brain, depriving it of oxygen and essential nutrients. Reduced blood flow may cause brain cell death and increase the risk of vascular dementia, which is directly linked to impaired blood supply to the brain. Moreover, smoking is associated with an increased risk of stroke. Strokes occur when blood flow to a part of the brain is interrupted or reduced, leading to brain cell death. Even minor strokes may cause significant damage over time, contributing to cognitive decline and increasing the risk of dementia. Nicotine, a major component of cigarette smoke, also disrupts neurotransmitter systems in the brain. It affects the balance of chemicals such as acetylcholine and dopamine, which are crucial for learning, memory, and mood regulation. Chronic nicotine exposure may lead to neurochemical imbalances that impair cognitive function and increase susceptibility to dementia. A study involving about 700 participants found that cigarette smoking reduced gray matter volume in the brain. This decrease in gray matter is associated with dementia. 6. Excessive alcohol consumption. One of the primary ways excessive drinking leads to dementia is through the disruption of neurotransmitter systems. Alcohol affects the balance of chemicals in the brain that are crucial for communication between neurons. It interferes with the production and function of neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which plays a key role in memory and learning. This disruption impairs cognitive processes and contributes to long-term cognitive decline. Chronic alcohol abuse also leads to nutritional deficiencies that may impact brain health. Alcohol interferes with the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients such as thiamine, vitamin B1, which is vital for brain function. Thiamine deficiency may cause Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, a serious brain disorder characterized by severe memory problems and other cognitive impairments. This condition is often seen in individuals with a history of long-term heavy drinking. Alcohol abuse may also cause liver damage, leading to conditions such as alcoholic hepatitis and cirrhosis. The liver plays a crucial role in detoxifying the blood, and when it is damaged, toxins may build up in the body and brain. This buildup may lead to hepatic encephalopathy, a condition characterized by confusion, altered consciousness, and cognitive decline. Chronic liver disease further increases the risk of developing dementia. A study showed that almost half of alcoholics might actually have structural brain damage. Their non-verbal reasoning and psychomotor speed were specifically challenged due to that. 7. Inadequate sunlight exposure. Sunlight is essential for the production of vitamin D in the skin. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in brain health by promoting the growth of neurons and protecting against inflammation and oxidative stress. When you don't get enough sunlight, your body may become deficient in vitamin D. This deficiency has been linked to cognitive decline and an increased risk of dementia because low levels of vitamin D may lead to neuronal damage and impaired brain function. Additionally, a lack of sunlight may affect cardiovascular health. Sunlight exposure helps lower blood pressure by triggering the production of nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. Poor blood circulation may lead to vascular issues, reducing the brain's blood supply and increasing the risk of vascular dementia. This type of dementia results from damaged blood vessels in the brain, which impair cognitive function. Sunlight also influences the immune system. Adequate exposure boosts the immune system's ability to fight off infections and reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation may damage brain cells and accelerate neurodegenerative processes, leading to cognitive decline. Without sufficient sunlight, the immune system may become less effective, contributing to increased inflammation and a higher risk of dementia. A 2-week-long study involving 16,800 middle-aged adults found that reduced sunlight exposure is linked to a higher cognitive impairment risk. The chance is excessively high for depressed individuals. 8. Poor diet. When the diet is high in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats, it contributes to inflammation and oxidative stress. These conditions damage brain cells and disrupt neural connections, which are essential for cognitive function. Inflammation and oxidative stress accelerate the neurodegenerative processes that lead to dementia. High levels of sugar and refined carbohydrates in the diet may lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance means the body's cells don't respond well to insulin, leading to higher blood sugar levels. Chronic high blood sugar may damage blood vessels, including those in the brain, reducing blood flow and increasing the risk of vascular dementia. This type of dementia is directly related to impaired blood supply to the brain, causing cognitive decline. Unhealthy fats, such as trans fats and saturated fats, found in many processed and fast foods, may also harm the brain. These fats may lead to the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Plaques disrupt communication between neurons and trigger inflammatory responses, further damaging brain cells and accelerating dementia. A poor diet often lacks essential nutrients that support brain health. For example, omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish and certain plant oils, are crucial for maintaining cell membranes and reducing inflammation. A deficiency in omega-3s may impair brain function and increase the risk of cognitive decline. A 4-year study on 6,200 older U.S. women found that high saturated fat intake was linked to worse cognitive and verbal memory, while higher MUFA intake was associated with better cognitive outcomes. 9. Dehydration. Water is essential for maintaining optimal brain function, as it constitutes about 75% of the brain's mass. When the body is dehydrated, it disrupts the balance of electrolytes and essential nutrients needed for proper brain function. This imbalance may impair cognitive abilities, leading to difficulties in memory, attention, and concentration, which are early signs of cognitive decline. Dehydration also promotes inflammation in the body, including the brain. Inflammation is a natural response to injury or infection, but when it becomes chronic, it may damage brain cells and disrupt neural connections. This chronic inflammation accelerates neurodegenerative processes that are associated with dementia, further impairing cognitive functions and memory. Moreover, dehydration may lead to the accumulation of toxins in the brain. Water is crucial for flushing out waste products and toxins from the body, including those that accumulate in the brain. One of these toxins is beta amyloid, a protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. Without adequate hydration, the brain's ability to clear out beta amyloid is compromised, leading to its buildup and the formation of plaques. These plaques disrupt communication between neurons and trigger inflammatory responses, contributing to the progression of dementia. A study with 12 men examined dehydration and rehydration effects over 36 hours. After 36 hours without water, memory and attention declined. Rehydration with 1.5 liters of water significantly improved mood, memory, attention, and reaction times, highlighting hydration's crucial role in cognitive health. 10. Overuse of technology. Constant exposure to digital devices bombards the brain with information, requiring continuous multitasking. This cognitive overload may impair the brain's ability to process and retain information, leading to difficulties in memory and attention, which are early signs of cognitive decline. The blue light emitted by screens interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Poor sleep quality and insufficient sleep may impair the brain's ability to clear out toxins, including beta amyloid, a protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. Chronic sleep disturbances may accelerate neurodegenerative processes, contributing to cognitive decline and increasing the risk of dementia. The constant use of technology may also affect the brain's reward system. Activities such as social media use and video gaming may trigger the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Over time, this may lead to addiction-like behaviors where the brain becomes reliant on technology for dopamine release. This may impair cognitive functions, reduce motivation for offline activities, and contribute to mental health issues, all of which increase the risk of cognitive decline. In addition, overuse of technology may impact cognitive development in younger individuals. During critical developmental periods, excessive screen time may interfere with the development of essential cognitive and social skills. This may lead to long-term deficits in attention, memory, and problem-solving abilities, potentially increasing the risk of dementia later in life. Moving on, let's explore 5 foods that may protect us from dementia. Now, you understand why it is so important to protect your brain health. On that note, we have prepared a list of top 5 foods that may help you fight dementia. 1. Blueberries. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which help protect the brain from oxidative stress and reduce inflammation. These berries are known to improve communication between brain cells, enhance memory, and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Consuming a cup of blueberries daily may provide these protective benefits and help maintain cognitive health as you age. 2. Salmon. Salmon is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which is crucial for brain health. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation, support the structure of brain cells, and improve overall cognitive function. Eating 2 servings of salmon per week, equivalent to about 3.5 ounces each, may significantly contribute to brain health and reduce the risk of dementia. 3. Leafy greens. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, including vitamin K, lutein, and folate. These nutrients support brain health by protecting against cognitive decline and improving memory. Aim to include at least 1 cup of cooked leafy greens or 2 cups of raw greens in your daily diet to reap these benefits. 4. Walnuts. Walnuts are rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and polyphenols, which have been shown to improve brain function and reduce inflammation. They are particularly high in alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that supports cognitive health. Consuming a handful of walnuts, about 1 ounce, daily may help protect the brain and reduce the risk of dementia. 5. Turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Curcumin may cross the blood-brain barrier, providing direct benefits to the brain by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, which are linked to dementia. Adding about a teaspoon of turmeric to your daily diet, whether in food or as a supplement, may support brain health and protect against cognitive decline. Each of these habits impacts different elements of our body and brain, contributing to the overall risk of dementia. By addressing these habits, we may take proactive steps towards maintaining cognitive health and reducing the risk of dementia. Always be protective of your body for a long time. Stay alert. Live healthy. Now that we have discussed the many habits that increase our risk of dementia, let's talk about other topics of interest. Interested in knowing more about health secrets? Watch 10 hidden signs your body is warning you about something. You may also try our video on 10 warning signs of blood clots you must never ignore. Go ahead, click one. Or better yet, watch both and learn more about your body. How many of the earlier mentioned habits do you follow in your everyday life? Let us know in the comments below.